In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Dear grade 7 students, welcome back to your Al Mansour educational channel. This is Mr. Muhammad Mahmoud, and today, inshallah, we will continue talking on the passive. But this time, our talking and explanation will include practice. Yesterday, I told you that in our English language, we have two forms, the active form and the passive form. In the active, we are much more concerned on the subject, the doer of the action. But in the passive form, it's completely different is because the subject is less important than the object. The object and the action itself are much more important than the subject. And I told you that every tense has its own different grammatical structure. Every tense has its own grammatical structure that is different from the other tenses. Okay, please have a look on these examples. The active form and the passive form. Please have a quick look. Okay, let's start our practice. Change the sentence to passive voice. And in fact, this is a common and the popular exercise on the passive. One of the cleaners has found my purse. How can I deal with this kind of sentences? Number one, try to detect the tense. Okay, the tense is what? Yes, present perfect. And the present perfect, we have the singular subject, the singular object with has, the plural object with have. Excellent. So we have has or have plus what? Plus the past participle or plus something else? Yes, plus pen and the past participle. Okay, so what are our rules to change a sentence from active into passive? What are our common rules? Number one, detect the tense. Number two, where is the object? Detect the direct object. Where is the object? So my purse. My purse is the object. Singular or plural? Singular. What is the tense? Present perfect. So singular has. My purse has. Has what? Has been. Plus past participle. So my purse has been found by one of the cleaners. Okay. And I want to tell you something. If the doer of the action, if the subject isn't mentioned or isn't certain, don't write boy. So I can say my purse has been found. No problem. Okay? But here, the subject, the doer of the action is certain, is identified. So no problem if I mention it. My purse has been found by one of the cleaners. Number two, the robber hit him on the head with a hammer. Okay, what is the tense? Past simple. Excellent. Where is the object? Him. Can I say him or I must change it from the object pronoun into subject pronoun? So he. Excellent. Past simple. What are the auxiliary verbs in the past simple? With the passive, was with the singular, where was the plural? So he. Excellent. Was. Where is the main verb? Hit. So he was hit on the head with a hammer by the robber. Excellent. Very good. Yes. The government has built a new road. Where is the object? A new road. A new road in this area. The tense. So has been. Past participle, built by the government. A new road in this area has been built by the government. Or a new road has been built in this area by the government, no problem. Okay? The assistant handed me a note. So, where's the object? Here we have two objects. We have two objects. Okay, you can write me. Can I say me or change it into a subject pronoun, so I? Tense, past simple, so I was handed a note by the assistant. What are the other answer? Try to think about it. Yes, here in this sentence we have two objects, me and a note. I can say no problem, a note was handed to me by the assistant, or I was handed a note by the assistant. I was handed a note by the assistant. We elected Joan as a class representative. So John, yes, past simple, was elected by us as a class representative. Or John was elected as a class representative by us. Yes, John was elected as a class representative by us. Someone has, in the case of someone, no one, somebody, nobody, nothing, do not write by. Okay? Because the subject, the doer of the action, is unknown. Okay? Is mysterious. So do not write by. So here, what is the tense? Present perfect. Where is the object? My wallet. So my wallet. Singular or plural? Singular. Has been taken. So my wallet has been taken. Where is by? I can't write by because I do not know the doer of the action. I do not know the subject. Many people use bicycles as a means of transport. So, try to think about it. Where is the object? Bicycles. Excellent. What is the tense? Present simple. So in present simple, what are the auxiliary verbs? Is or are. Is with the singular, are with the plural. So, bicycles are used as a means of transport. To get a visa. So, two objects, Two objects. So, if you have two objects, take the first object, okay? Take the direct object, okay? Where is the first object? So, I. Me, always change the object pronoun into a subject pronoun if you want to change a sentence from the active into the passive. So, I was advised to get a visa by them. They were building another kind of passive, continuous passive. In continuous passive, I will not say. So, try to answer this question, okay, silently. They were rebuilding the old road when I drove by. Where is the object? And what is the tense? And what are the auxiliary verbs? Ask yourself many questions. Yes, where is the object? The old road. Singular or plural? Singular. Tense. Past continuous. The past continuous, what is the rule? Was or were. Plus what? Being. Excellent. Plus the past participle. Was or were, being, plus the past participle. So the old road was being rebuilt. Was being rebuilt. Excellent. The old road was being rebuilt. The local council opened a new shopping center. So, where's the object? A new shopping center. What is the tense? Past simple. So, a new shopping center was opened by the local council. They haven't decided anything yet. So nothing. Yes. Okay. I can't start a sentence with any. I can't start a sentence with any. So we can change it into some or no. I must change it into something or nothing according to the meaning. If I have a negative sentence, I change any into nothing. And most cases, anything changes into nothing. Sorry. So nothing has been decided yet. Nothing has been decided yet. The crowd was slowly filling the new stadium. The crowd was slowly filling the new stadium. So where is the object? The new stadium. Past continuous. So was being. So the new stadium, was being slowly filled by the crowd. Someone has suggested that the shop should close. I told you that somebody, no one, nobody. Okay, do not mention them. So what is the object? The shop. Oh. So the shop has been suggested to be closed. Yes. The shop has been suggested to be closed. Can you say the shop has been suggested to close? Or to be closed? In fact, both of them are correct. But the most perfect answer is to be closed. The shop has been suggested to be closed. Dad used a knife to open the window. Two objects. I take the first one, a knife. Was used by Dad to open the window. And in the passive, I told you many times, do not concentrate on the subject. Put the subject at the end of the sentence. Okay? It's pair. Okay? So a knife was used to open the window by Dad. Look at by Dad at the end of the sentence because it's less important. It is less important. The waitress will bring you your drinks in a minute. Okay, so take the direct object, the first object. So you. In the future will be. In the future I have will, then be, then the past participle. Try to think. So what's the answer? Yes, excellent. You will be brought, or your drinks will be brought for you in a minute by the waiters. Or you will be brought your drinks in a minute by the waitress. Again, you can say your drinks will be brought for you or to you in a minute by the waitress, or you will be brought your drinks in a minute by the waitress. Both of them, no problem. Nobody ever heard anything of Joan again. So what is the answer? Try to think. Yes, Joan was ever heard of. Nothing was ever heard of Joan again. Nothing was ever heard of Joan again. Nothing was ever heard of Joan again. People asked me the way 3 times. So where the object? I. Past simple was asked the way 3 times. I was asked the way 3 times by people. Lots of people had parked their cars on the pavement. Where is the object? Their cars. So, try to think. Yeah, their cars had been past perfect, had a plus been. The helpers haven't packed the boxes yet. So the boxes haven't been packed yet. They are still preparing the food. So the food has still being prepared. Sets are or was are. Pictures of different scenes are drawn. The movie is the actors are. Screenplay is